Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
Looky here. Did your parents ever tell you that when you were growing up? Looky here, looky here.
No.
You ever heard that phrase before?
Yeah.
My parents spoke English.
It could be. I remember my dad used to say that. For some reason, that memory popped into my head right before we went on. Looky here. My dad actually used to go, looky here, looky here. I was like, I'm sitting there thinking, Dad, you're not from Louisiana.
Where was he from?
He's from South Texas, Carrizo Springs, the valley, down in the valley. Down in the valley. We're going to go ahead and get the singing out of the way, Rick. Are you ready? Down in the valley, valley so low. I lost my true lover for courting too slow. Is that how it goes?
You hang your head over.
Hang your head over what?
The valley.
Well, that's if you took, like I did last night, you'll be hanging your head over from taking NyQuil.
Oh.
I woke up this morning with medicine head, and here we are singing this morning to start a Wednesday edition of Good Morning Huntsville. Folks, with that, viewership has completely disintegrated. Listenership is gone. The Spirit Radio app has crashed, and we're done. We are completely done. It's been a really nice 112 episodes, but that'll be it. It's our final show. So
Yeah, because we sang.
Yeah, just kidding.
I didn't think we did that well.
We're just starting. We're 0.05% into what we're going to be doing. So at 112 at 0.05%, some of you math folks out there, do the math. What is 0.5 of 112? And then that'll tell you how many episodes that we're going to ultimately end up doing.
120,000.
Is that correct? Man?
No, that was just a wild guess.
Well, that's pretty good. It's pretty fast. All right, friends, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. I don't even know why we got started like that, but welcome in. Another exciting edition here, or you can think of it not exciting edition of Good Morning Huntsville. We want to welcome you in on a wonderful Wednesday as always. Let us know that you're out there this morning and what you're thankful for today. As we get started, we are here in our studio presented by our good friend Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers, and a big thank you as well to Paul Oley of the gallery, and on a Wednesday would not be able to bring you this show without our good friends Rick and Kaye Boehning of Tomorrow's Promise.
Yay.
Montessori schools.
Got excited. You mentioned my name.
Yeah, it was Rick and Kaye Boehning, and I'm trying not to heavily enunciate Montessori. Was that better?
You're doing great.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting it. Montessori school. You just got to say it fast. Montessori schools. Rick and Kaye
At
Boehning
least
of.
don't call us the rotisserie school.
Has anyone ever did that?
Yes.
Man, I'm starting to crave some chicken. So.
Or the Montessori school. Or the Montessori.
Or
Monastery.
Or
Monastery.
Tony Montoya school.
Tony Montoya?
Yeah, Tony Montoya. Where do you take your children? Down to Tony Montoya. He's a good man, Tony Montoya. He teaches the kids. And that's why, if you go to Tony Montoya's school, you're going to call them kids. If you go to Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools,
You'll call them children.
you're going to call them children. You see how I ran it real fast there? Students. Welcome in, folks. We're just having some fun this morning. A lot on the plate today. Our good friend Elizabeth Florer joining us here in a little while. She'll be talking about Huntsville DBA and some of the events coming up, and also some events that she has coming up with her business as well. And we want you to interact as always. Let us know that you're out there. Let us know what you're thankful for this morning as you're waking up. And then sometime on the back end of the show, we'll probably have the Kaye's Wednesday Wisdom coming your way. A lot of friends already joining us, and so we want to say good morning to those, including our friend Carolyn Gibson, who's chiming in saying good morning, Huntsville. Jennifer Augustinetti saying good morning. It's a wonderful Wednesday, halfway to Friday. Let's get it. I like that. My dad used to say that too. My dad used to say, get it, boys, get it. All these these dad old phrases are coming into my head this morning.
Why is that?
Look at him. I have no idea.
The medicine head?
Too much NyQuil.
Yeah. Do you ever take the NyQuil?
I never take NyQuil.
It normally works, although mine may be expired. I didn't look at it. You know that the NyQuil's doing something because when I came in, I called Rick old boy and tapped him with the water bottle. And I bet when I walked out to throw it away in the trash can, Rick was probably looked at Kaye and goes, who did he think he's calling old boy? You know?
No, I didn't say that. I took it. I lived with it.
You took it and lived with it. So that's when you know the NyQuil is doing something to you this morning. But good morning again, Jennifer. Thanks for chiming in. Also, Kyle Kreiner had some information for us so that there's a truck on 45. There's a truck fire on 45 heading south. The fire is out, but traffic is still backing up. Kyle, what part of 45 is that happening at? And thanks for that thanks for
News update.
News update this morning. So let us know, Kyle, where on 45 that is. So we appreciate that. And then Clay's giving me a hard time saying I'm all dressed up this morning. Well, I'm normally dressed like this, but the last 2 days, I got a funny story.
You've kind of been slumming a little.
I have
seen
been.
you.
This
Both
week I just
days.
haven't been feeling great. You know, I told this morning I texted you late last night and I said, Kaye, we may end up having to do the show remotely. I just was under the weather, and it's not COVID, nothing like that. I took the test, everything's fine. But starting on Friday evening and then really Saturday, man, my throat just felt like it was on fire. It was really strange, and I think it's just really, really bad sinuses right now, and a lot of folks around town are dealing with that. I was talking to some folks that said it's from the smoke, from the fires a couple weeks ago, and I don't know about that, but it's just weird, you get in these kind of sometimes usually once a year I have this sinus attack. I'm starting to think of some Marvel comic strip. Sinus attack, da-da-da-da. Happens once a year, and this is the time of the year that it happened to me in Fargo last year, and it's around the same time of the year it always happens. So we're going to do the show remotely. And then I didn't want to upset Elizabeth because Elizabeth said, ain't nobody got time for that if we did it remotely. So she's already making the fist. So we decided to be here. And y'all are my neighbors. And so you guys would know.
Well, I would just gone over and knocked on your door.
I mean, you would have knocked on the door, spied on me to make sure that I was legitimately not feeling well. And by the way, you can't spy because we sleep on the back side of the house, Rick, not that front window. That's the guest
Why
room.
can't I walk around to the back?
I guess if you wanted to. My neighbor was okay with you, by the way, walking through his yard. I got permission.
So I can do that now?
You're allowed to walk through his yard. So let me just set the tone here. My house is, you have a street, obviously. My house is on this side of the street. My neighbor across the street is his house. And then behind that house is Rick and Kaye. Now, I'm not going to tell you the address because I don't want y'all snooping around our neighborhood.
Well, you'll
have to be
know
lost
when
to
you
find our
drive by.
house.
Well, and the problem is, too, if I give the address, there's going to be hundreds of people showing up at y'all's door wanting autographs. And we just can't do that. We don't want the We don't want the Huntsville paparazzi showing up.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, so don't do that. But anyways, But yeah, let us know this morning again what you're thankful for today. A lot of good friends again chiming in. Our friend Jerica there in Fargo, North Dakota, saying good morning as always. Always great to hear from her. And Jennifer Augustinetti earlier was calling it Wonderful Wednesday. We're going to have Kaye's Wednesday Wisdom on the back end of the show. And then 0 Degree, Candy, Clay, talking about a little adult beverage that'll clear up that sinus. You know, sometimes what is it, old hot toddy? Is that what they called it? Is it hot toddy or
It's
just
a hot toddy.
Old hot toddy. It sounds like a nickname I'm going to give somebody one day. I'm going to see if I know a guy named Todd. I'm going to call him. He'll probably look at me weird. But I'm going to be, hey, old hot toddy. How you doing, buddy? So,
That might get you places you did want to go.
You do know a Todd.
yeah.
Yeah.
Todd. I'm trying. There's one in Rotary. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's our Todd. Next time I'm going to see him, I'm going to say, hey, old hot toddy. How you doing, buddy? And then I'm going to lose all respect from everyone in town.
You had it already?
A little bit, like an ounce. You know,
Okay.
if you had a 16-ounce
I
glass.
respect Rob quite a bit.
Well, I appreciate that, Rick. So, I needed some support here this morning. Friends, do want to remind you that we are continuing our keyword, giving away prizes this week. And how about this? It is the keyword remember. Of course, on Monday, it was a somber day for our nation. On September the 11th, the 22nd anniversary, and that's why we chose the word remember. We don't want to forget those events, and we don't want to forget those that serve our country. And so this morning, text in that keyword remember, or if you're from our friends in a northern state, remember is the keyword. Keyword remember along with your name to 936-339-0139. Again, 936-339-0139 on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine.
I
text
cannot
line.
say that.
Try it real quick.
I can't.
Okay, say Granny Mary's.
Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine.
Oh, that was it. Hold on. Let me get the camera on you there. Try it again, Rick.
Granny Mary's Cajun Asian. Yeah. That didn't come out well. Cajun Asian cuisine.
Yeah, there you go. You know why? I love the
I've
name.
got old lips, and they don't work that good.
I like the name because it makes you remember. Because I did it too for the first month, but I finally got it down now.
The food is a lot easier to eat than the name is to say.
It is.
It's delicious.
Hey, I want to remind you this morning, too, if you're driving by on University, there is a, Rick's waving out there at folks already this morning. There is a water main that had broke yesterday around 2 o'clock. And so they've been doing some awesome things here downtown with our friend Cactus Jack has, if you've noticed, downtown, the flower beds, they look nice. Some folks are saying, well, it doesn't match Huntsville. I think it's beautiful. And it's typically pretty low maintenance. You got a cactus. Is it called cacti? If it's
Cacti.
Got cacti around the square.
Multiple cacti.
Multiple cacti around the square. But there is a water spigots on these corners. I didn't know about this. And apparently there's some old pipe there where one of the water spigots is. Well, they can't just shut it off. If they did, obviously the water wouldn't be running. And so they are trying to get that fixed, but it is going to be a pretty major repair from what I understand. And so they can't just go turn it off and redo it like they would at your house because this is somehow tapped in, I believe, to the main water line. And so there is no shutoff for it that you would think would be easy. So I would expect them today to come out here and get that fixed. But it is flowing, man. The river is flowing. River of life this morning right in front of University.
I noticed the waterworks when I drove up.
So what I'm going to tell you is, water's a precious commodity right now. Show up with your 5-gallon buckets and just fill up. Just show up and fill up this morning, and you'll be good to go. I saw Kaye over here at 3 in the morning. She was in one of the Tomorrow's Promise vans, and I was like, what is going on? Thought it was one of those weird kind of drive-by type deals where, they hop out, kind of jump into a bank, take the money, and run. Well, it wasn't the money. It was the water.
Well, you could put that in the bank and let it draw interest.
Yeah, so...
You're having some lovely NyQuil-induced hallucinations.
Yeah, it was big-time hallucinations this morning. But just be patient, folks. I know it's easy for us to sit here and say, man, with the water and it's a drought right now and things are going on. I know it's so easy for people in the community to probably, and I've already seen some posts. And guys, I just want to tell you, the city is actively working. They had 20 people over here yesterday. Trust me, if this was an easy fix, this thing would have been done in an hour. That's not the case. And so please be patient with our city as they work to fix that. And, just drop the negative chatter because this community is a great place to be and folks here lift each other up. And that's what we're going to do on this platform.
I think we should lift the entire city's employees.
We should. So big thank you this morning to all those that work for our city just tirelessly. And, there was folks out here yesterday that were just trying to get this situation figured out, and it will be figured out. So if you work for the city, thank you for all that you do as well. I know we thank our first responders as we should and our military folks, but if you work for the city, thank you as well for all that you do. So we're going to step aside. We're going to take a break, and we've got an exciting show lined up today as Miss Elizabeth Florer is here in studio. Man, I'm excited because I'm a little disappointed because I was hoping Elizabeth was going to bring some of those infused cupcakes this morning. But that's okay. It's a little too early for that. So no infused cupcakes. But you know what? She's going to infuse us with her wonderful personality and telling us about all the great things happening here in our community. Also, stay tuned because we're going to be talking about Lasso Your Imagination. And that'll be coming up as well. Still some great opportunities to get involved, and we'll talk about that with Kaye when we come back. Stay with us. A lot happening here on the show. This morning, it is your show, Huntsville. Good morning, Huntsville. We'll be right back after this.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kaye Boehning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and Orby, and even offer Valami hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why, at the Color Bar Hair Salon, you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon.
USA News, I'm Lance Pry. An impeachment inquiry is an investigation of possible wrongdoing by a federal official, such as the President of the United States, cabinet official, or judges. The process is written into the Constitution and is the most powerful check that Congress has on the executive branch. Republican Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
These are allegations of abuse of power, obstruction, and corruption, and they warrant further investigation by the House of Representatives. That's why today I am directing our House committee to open a formal impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden.
Representative Nancy Mace on Fox News says if Biden would have turned over his bank records, this could have all been avoided.
Well, we will get to expand our subpoena powers, and also I believe it'll give us easier access to tackling Joe Biden's bank records. I mean, look, Joe Biden could have opened a bakery in Beijing with as much dough as he and Hunter received from communist China. If he did nothing wrong, if he didn't sell out his country, then he should give us the bank records and we wouldn't have to do it this way.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un offered Russian President Vladimir Putin at their meeting today in Russia his country's full and unconditional support for Russia's sacred fight to defend its security interests, and said Pyongyang will always stand with Moscow on the anti-imperialist front. Kim also called North Korea's relationship with Russia the first priority. Pennsylvania murder fugitive and illegal immigrant Danilo Cavalcante has armed himself with a stolen rifle, police warn, as the manhunt for the murder suspect continues into its 13th day. More than 500 officers are covering a roughly 10-square-mile perimeter in South Coventry Township, northwest of Philadelphia. USA News.
Have you ever noticed that when the afternoon light hits your floors, you can see everything, including dust?
So much dust.
And that floor dust gets kicked up into the air, compromising the quality of air you and your family breathe.
Eesh.
Swiffer Heavy Duty Sweeper is the fast and easy way to clean your floors, with ultra-thick pads that trap and lock dust before it gets in the air. Just a couple minutes a day,
And dust is gone.
Swiffer Heavy Duty Sweeper. Proud partner of the American Lung Association.
Wireless headphones. That'll be $200.
I'll use my Capital One Quicksilver card.
Now that's a hit. You used the Capital One Quicksilver card, which makes you the hero of every purchase. With Quicksilver, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere.
I wanted running music, but unlimited 1.5% cash back is pretty heroic.
Good instincts. Every hero needs a theme song. The Capital One Quicksilver card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Well, I'll get you moving here on a, man, I'll get you up and moving on a Wednesday. Here we go, Kaye. This is for you. Ba-dun, ba-dun, ba-dun. It's that rock star, Kaye Boehning, here on Good Morning Huntsville.
I have no musical talent whatsoever.
Same. You know what? I'm just going to do a hard cut on this music. Boom, just like that. And then it sounds awkward. Instead of just fading it, we'll just cut it hard. That's how we roll. We roll hard here on Good Morning Huntsville. This isn't your soft hour of power. I mean, we're going down with surround sound in our hometown. And there's my rap for the day. Welcome in. Elizabeth Florer joining us. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning.
so great to have you.
Yet.
Elizabeth here from Cat Cafe.
Coffee Art Tea Cafe.
Coffee Art. But you're still calling it Cat?
It's still Cat Cafe, but it confuses people. But it's Coffee Art Tea. So Kat, my daughter, is the quirky baker, so it's kind of, she says it's not, but I named it after her. And it is hers. It is not mine. I'm just the face of the business. And we love cats, but, fur and food in a professional kitchen just don't go together.
Yeah, so, it does. So don't think of cat, meow, think of cat, daughter. Mm-hmm. And you'll be good to go. So we appreciate Elizabeth being here. Elizabeth, by the way, you've been in this community such a long time, and it's always so wonderful just to be around you. I met you several years ago, and there is just this very warm, friendly, positive vibe that you put off when you're around folks. And it's funny because when I first came to Huntsville, there was a business used to own a restaurant here, and I was talking to you about that. I said, yeah, it was years ago I used to go eat it. You're like, oh, I used to have that, and that was my first memory of ever coming to Huntsville was eating at that place. And there it is. She's got it, the old pita pit. So it's kind of cool, to think about that, how everything comes full circle. And you're still, doing what you love and just serving people and being a blessing to this community.
There's a God story why I'm here, and I'll tell you that one day.
Yeah, no, wonderful. So, tell us a little bit just about you and your journey here before we dig in. We're going to be talking about Huntsville DBA today and some events coming up. But just let us know a little bit about you, Elizabeth, if that's okay.
Tell us the God story.
Tell us the story. We're on Spirit Radio.
Okay, and those of you that know me really well will know that I don't talk about religion well. My youngest daughter is my adopted daughter, and she was struggling a great deal. She had developed juvenile epilepsy. She was on a medication that we called Stupid Max because she just basically lost herself when she was on it. She struggled her first year of high school, and I had moved up here with the intention of moving my children and my husband up here after my daughters had graduated high school. I didn't want to interrupt that important segment of time. And then Kat and Teresa are a year apart, and they were in some of the same classes, and Teresa was just absolutely struggling, and it had to do with the medication she was on for that. Plus, she also had some issues due to the behavior of her birth mother. And so she just was failing her first year of high school. So in my first year, I kept thinking, why am I in Huntsville? What would bring me here? Why do I have to be here? Why am I breaking up my family and causing all this uproar in my personal life? In the first 6 months of being here, I met all the right people. And in December of 2012, when I understood exactly what was going on with my daughter, I realized that all the people that I needed to help her were right here. Wow. I got her into a local charter school, which worked with her. Lisa over at Learning RX did a a Woodcock-Johnson test with her, and we had some harsh realizations. But between her and the Premier High School, we got Teresa back on track. We also ended up with a new neurologist, which made all the difference in the world, a different medication. And I am so proud of my daughter and all the struggles that she has overcome. But all the people I needed were here in this community. If I had been back home, I would not have known what to do, and I would not have found the right people.
Yeah. Elizabeth, I'm so thankful that you shared that story, because that's what we talk about on this show is this community and how folks lift each other up. And that's what Huntsville is all about. And you're a big part of that. You know, you're here and you've gotten involved. You know, let us know a little bit about your journey. And I know you explained some of it just then, of course, but, you know, how did you get into what you're doing these days?
Dumb luck.
Just roll the dice.
Honestly, okay, it's about connections. If there's anything about my life that is consistent, it is about connections. I was telling Kaye the other day that I'm constantly pulling threads. Every door that I can get into, I'm pulling the threads to find out who I can pull with me to go in this positive way. That's what I long to do. I long to be part of a group, which was really hard when I went through rack attack and COVID. Rack attack, breast cancer. I make fun of it. I won. So actually, that's part of my journey. Is that in 2018 I developed cancer and disappeared from the community for a long time. The week that I was ready to come back to work, COVID happened and I lost everything. We closed the pit and I lost absolutely everything. And we had already begun working on a bus to take to festivals. We thought, you know, drunk cupcakes and coffee at a festival sounds pretty good. You know, so we developed that bus, and then COVID, of course.
Yeah.
So we ended up opening the bus here in town. It's not the right branding for this town, absolutely not. The Buzzed Cup is just not the right branding for Huntsville, but that's okay. We're welcomed anyway. And through a series of changes, Justin invited us to be next to the old jail where he and Tony were going to open up Farmhouse Furniture. The day they signed the lease, a better opportunity with the Gibbs came forward, so they moved into that location instead. Now I'm sitting there beside this wonderful jail and thinking, So we took over the lease, and it took us a long time because we had no funding. If it didn't come in through the bus, we didn't have the money to pay for it. My husband's a remodeler. We reconditioned every surface on the first floor ourselves.
And this is the old Huntsville.
The old Huntsville Walker County Jail.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. My husband.
I was in there before.
Yes.
Not as a criminal, though.
No.
It closed down long before I came along.
Kaye and Rick saw what it was like in the early days. It was desperately horrible.
Yeah.
I had people walk in and go, "There's no way. There's just not a possibility." But I had a vision.
I knew better. I knew you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. But my daughter, Kat, has always loved to bake and always told me of her desire to have a business where she did that. So I created this business for her. And she gets to spend her days doing the thing that she loves. And then she's not a social person. So I'm out front. I'm the front man. And also I have a lot of ideas. We're in an old jail. We're in a haunted jail. So I have all of these ideas because I can't help myself. And so we're launching some of the ideas. Like I launched them yesterday. I'm excited.
Good.
And
so tell us your idea, what you're doing, and then tell the world what you're doing for
you guys. Yes. And I just offered to you as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah.
So part of my journey in learning about having a haunted jail is that Paranormal Road Trip and Deep Woods Paranormal came out and did separate investigations. And yes, indeed, we are so very, very haunted. But I have a deal. Don't be afraid to come into the cafe. I have a deal with the guys that are there. And this is my uneducated opinion, okay? They're stuck there. They're probably bored. And I don't want trouble. and I want friends. So I went in and I said, I will treat you with kindness and dignity and respect, and I expect the same in return. I forgive you for anything that you may have done, and if you're here because you're innocent, just because of the color of your skin or whatever the case may be, I'm so sorry. Let's be in this together. Oh, someone is giving me a hug right now. This building is, someone's here. This building, you guys have got to be bored. Come down and participate with us. Be a part of the joy and life and art and music I'm going to bring into this building. And if you can't do it nicely, get out of the way.
There you go.
And they do. They do. So go figure.
And you've got an event coming up pretty soon that I think is pretty cool. Tell us about that event, and then something that you told us earlier that you're gonna for a prize today.
Yes. Okay. So this Saturday, all right. So Deep Woods Paranormal has been. I haven't let people know that they were there doing a bunch of overnight investigations because I didn't want anybody making noise outside, causing problems. But Deep Woods Paranormal has been there doing an investigation. They have a production company, and they're going to be featuring the jail in one of their shows. They're going to be presenting on Saturday some of their findings that they have, some of their findings that they found. Great grammar. They're going to be presenting their findings on Saturday at a special after-hours paranormal presentation, and they're going to do a live stream investigation from upstairs, and they're going to do an investigation downstairs because the ghosts aren't just upstairs. So that's Saturday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And you may ask, why 4 hours? Well, the first 2 hours of any investigation are a wash. The spirits kind of hang out and watch the living people and see if they even want to participate. But when they decide to, things happen like you get goosed by a ghost. And that's a real story.
What day is this happening?
Saturday.
This Saturday coming up. And so you're giving away.
Well, I have tickets for that. If you want a ticket for that, I'll give you a ticket for that to give away on the show.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, let's do that.
It's a $30 ticket. It
Wow.
includes dinner by the Tamale Gringo.
Okay.
We start with dinner at 7 to use up some of that time to let the ghosts get used to us all being there. And then we'll move into the presentation, and then Deep Woods is going to move into some investigation. So I will give you a ticket for Saturday's event.
Wonderful. That's going to be part of our prize today that we're giving away. So awesome. I know there's some things, too, that you and Kaye are working on together, and wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that as well.
So an offshoot of all of this is with Paranormal Road Trip. I spent the night with Rodney Williams of Paranormal Road Trip at the jail doing an investigation. My husband knew. He said it was okay.
Rodney.
That evening, he and I were talking about the fact that he's been a tour guide at other walking tours in the area, and that he misses doing it. And it stopped during COVID. And I'm like, Huntsville is a haunted place. We don't have a walking tour. So I reached out to Caroline Krim, made sure that she didn't already have plans to do that. So she and I are working in concert. So every time I mention this, the first thing mentioned is, protect Caroline's business. And absolutely, she was the first phone call I made. She and I are going to refer each other to customers, and we're going to be doing a Haunted Huntsville walking tour of the downtown square, led by Rodney Williams, who has investigated many of these buildings through Paranormal Road Trip.
Awesome.
Now, for Kaye came to me and asked for something very special. The house rules of the jail. The general public is not allowed upstairs, period.
Ever.
That is the landlord's rule. I like having my business there, having my daughter's business there, so we follow the rule, period. So when people come in, and they do often, and ask to go upstairs, I have to say no. So Kaye asked for a special gift. For Lasso Your Imagination, we are doing a 6-ticket package for Haunted Huntsville walking tour and a private tour experience of the upstairs.
Oh, cool. Which is an area nobody's really ever
allowed to go to.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is my gift to Lasso Your Imagination. And I'm bringing all those threads. Mm-hmm. I'm bringing a lot of people with me. So, got you. And I'll give you guys one of those as well.
Awesome.
I will. Well, not a 6.
Yeah, not a 6. Yeah, I got you.
But I'll tell you what. I'll do a 2-person package Same deal.
Okay.
2 tickets for a Haunted Huntsville walking tour and a private tour of the upstairs.
And is that private tour, is it only to be used on that Saturday or any time?
I can work with them. I will be the tour guide, and there will be waivers signed and all that good stuff, but yeah.
Okay. Do you want us to give all that, like the stuff here today, or hold off on the other part and give it away later?
For this Saturday, do today.
Okay.
The other, I'm going to leave it up to your educated choice.
Okay, perfect. Man, that's great. Rick and I are looking at each other like, we need to figure out how to get up on this train. Rick said that he has been on it, and he went like this, by the way. Just for hold on, Rick, hold on. You know what we need to do here, Elizabeth? Hold on one second. I haven't brought out the old cam here in a while. Hold on, let's get this going here, and let's head over to Rick Boehning now, who's joining us in our robust studio audience. Rick, how did it go a while ago? What was the tour? How did you do it?
Elizabeth is like one of the best tour guides ever.
But how was it? You just made a
one of those.
There you go. So you see it right there from Rick on the special cam.
It's very interesting.
So if anybody wants to buy tickets, I just launched the ticket app last night. Go to go to catcafebakery.com and check out the links for haunted tour purchase tickets or paranormal purchase tickets, and just take a look at our monthly calendar. I've loaded it up with all the things we have going on. Got a lot.
Awesome. I put the link up there again. catcafebakery.com is the link. We're going to take a break because we wanted to chat about that first. With some big things coming up with Huntsville Downtown Business Alliance that we want to talk about. So we're going to talk about that on the back end. Here we'll have Elizabeth back with us. She'll stay right there. Before we take a break and talk about what's going on at DBA, I want you to remember this week's keyword, Rick, remember, is the keyword. Remember, along with your name. Kaye's just smiling. She won't say it.
Remember.
Keyword.
Remember.
Remember.
I can do it in sign.
Yeah. Keyword remember along with your name on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. We'll be giving away that prize for the tour coming up on Saturday. Thank you to Cat Cafe. We'll include that in our goodie bag as well. So text that in, remember, along with your name. And please put your name. We're getting a lot of texts without the name. We like to know who it is as well. Again, 936-339-0139 is the number. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a break, and we'll talk with Elizabeth more about Huntsville DBA when we come back. Stay with us. It's your show as always. Good morning, Huntsville.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kaye Boehning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Welcome back at it here on Good Morning Huntsville. Morning to you. I just want to be around somebody that will wake me up in the morning. Not Bridget saying this. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I just want to have like some sort of call, that like a wake up call where someone's just says, "Morning, morning, how you doing?"
Be careful what you ask for.
Rick may start calling me in the morning. Morning, oh morning, how you doing there, morning? Well, in fact, when we have our next child, my next son, I'm gonna name him Morning. Morning Hip. That sounds like a good old classic name. Something come out of the Laura Ingalls Wilder series of books. Something that she would write. Morning Hip. Morning Hip. He grew up on the farm there in South Dakota, and it was snowing. He got stuck in a blizzard. Morning. I don't know why we talked about that, but that's what you're going to get on Good Morning Huntsville, and you're also going to get lifted up and boosted by friends like Elizabeth Florer. So you never know what you're going to get here. As we always have a lot of fun. We celebrate our community and we joke around. A big thanks, as always, on a Wednesday. Would not be able to be here without Kaye Boehning of Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. They are the experts whenever it comes to child care and development. And look, friends, I'm going to tell you, I had Braylon there early on before we moved away. We're going to eventually get her back enrolled, and also Caden. But I'm going to tell you, Rick and Kaye and their staff, they know what to do whenever it comes to child care. I credit Braylon a lot, and I mention it on this show every Wednesday when I can, is that she is extremely smart and talented, and I say it because of the early development that she got at Tomorrow's Promise. You're going to walk in, they're not going to have a TV blaring with a bunch of electronic doodahs going on. This is going to be hands-on STEM-type development, so much other as well, and it's so important, and that's what we love about Kaye and Tomorrow's Promise. So
you cannot make up for the lost time in the early development.
Absolutely not.
90%'s developed the first 5 years of life.
Elizabeth Florer joining us as well today, and we just heard about her business and some great events happening over at Cat Cafe. By the way, if you get a chance, go down there. She's got so many good treats and just wonderful foods and coffee and bakery. I mean, it's the place you got to be. So it's just right down the street here in Huntsville, right around the corner. And so head down there and please support local business. I know we didn't mention this before we talk about DBA. What are your hours over there, by the way?
So we're closed on Monday and Tuesdays, just me and Kat. So, in order to get a break, we're closed on Monday and Tuesdays. And then Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Wow.
And Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We don't have a drive-through, so we figured we're never going to be your morning coffee shop, and that's okay. There are other places for that. We want to be the place you come and hang out with your friends and come in, spend time with people who matter to you, maybe play a game, maybe get some just quiet time. We have a room that is so peaceful. It is so peaceful. In fact, we're going to be starting a meditation group there on Thursdays soon.
Oh, wonderful. We'll have to let us know when you do that, and we'll mention it on the show as well. So
will do.
Well, let's talk a little bit about DBA, Downtown Business Alliance, not doing business as. The first time I saw that, I was like, oh, DBA, I need to go get one of those for Hello Huntsville. I did, but then also joining Huntsville Downtown Business Alliance. Just let us know your involvement with DBA and some of these major events coming up, one right around the corner in October.
Absolutely. Well, first I want to say that when I first got to town in 2012, I really, really wanted to find my tribe. I put my foot into every door that they would let me come in. And the place I came back to after everything is Huntsville Downtown Business Alliance. This is a fine group of people who, in their heart, they are vested in the improvement and the betterment and the, what is the right word? Keeping the tone of the Huntsville downtown business area. And they meet on a regular basis with the intent of making things better. You guys really don't know how much level of effort goes into making this downtown vital and beautiful and supportive of each other. It's an incredible group of people, and I'm proud to be part of them.
Yeah, it's a wonderful group. And Kaye, you've introduced me to DBA as you've been involved. Just how important is DBA, Kaye? And I'll ask you this question, and just the vitality of downtown businesses.
They do all kinds of events and bring people in from out of town. They've got signage on the interstate to try to bring people into town. Benefits everybody. Everything that the DBA is doing is for the whole betterment of the whole community. And
absolutely.
No, Justin's been a big part of that as well, serving as president, and so many volunteers, though. And I've met some, and I hate to start naming people because I'll forget somebody, but obviously I know Pam very well, and I've met a lot of other folks that are part of the organization, including y'all too. And Kaye's the one that really kind of, along with Justin, started getting me a little bit more plugged in to learn what was going on.
I dragged you down there.
She did. But, I mean, when Kaye asks you, like, hey, you want to hop in the T-Bird, you don't deny the T-Bird. I mean, the T-Bird is where it's at. When you're rolling with Kaye and the T-Bird, Rick, you kind of look cool, when you.
I want to go in the T-Bird.
I'll take you in the T-Bird.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't know you hadn't been.
I hadn't been.
Yeah, you kind of look cool. You just roll down the window. Just roll down that window. Kind of. I didn't even know they're all convertibles. Yeah. So, anyways, but events happening with all organizations, what make these organizations work. A big one coming up that you were going to specifically highlight today in October with DBA.
Oktoberfest coming up. It is October 21st. It's going to, the location is on University between 11th and 12th Street, in front of the courthouse. There's going to be Tap Truck Outlaws is going to be there providing the beer. There's going to be some, chemo brain is going to catch up.
That's all right.
It's all free, by the way. You don't have to pay a fee to come in. Just come in and enjoy. Live music. The Huntsville Promenaders will perform, and we know that last year one of the problems is there wasn't enough seating, so I think that's been addressed this year as well. So there's going to be food, beer, live music. It's from noon to 6 on the 21st. It's going to be a great time, and this is, I believe, the second annual that hosted by the HDBA.
So this is October when again?
21st.
21st from
noon to 6.
Noon to 6 p.m. downtown Huntsville.
On University between 11th and 12th Street.
Well, that's right here, isn't it? That's pretty close to around here somewhere. Back
that
over this
block
way.
Right there.
Yeah,
that
man.
block right there.
You got no excuse. Ain't nobody got time for not being there.
Yeah, and when you're there, drop by the Cat Cafe if you need to come down and get a break.
Yeah, well, this is going to be great, and all of these events, put on by DBA, and so it's a wonderful opportunity to come and to celebrate downtown businesses. That's what we're trying to do is draw people to the downtown community. When we think about one thing that I love about our downtown is it's so diverse.
Extremely.
There's a lot of communities that are growing and changing gears, and I don't mean this disrespectfully. It's like the town I grew up in. It's like all the specialty shops are starting to fade away, and now it's like, oh, bar. Well, I want to be able to I want to go in and have something to eat and drink somewhere, but I also want to go in and browse an antique store. I also, I don't mind going to a fabric store. They got new Sam Houston fabric over here right across from us. And so I start thinking about, I love having a downtown square that is diverse to where there's so many different shopping options, and it's not just the same thing.
There's a new toy store.
Yeah, Adler Family Toys right around the corner. And so, and you'll be seeing more about Adler here on the Hello Huntsville platform as well. And so, and by the way, I'm glad you pointed that out because I took Braylon over there, and when we talk about getting away from electronic doodahs and gadgets and all that stuff.
They have all the perfect toys.
Man, they got the best toys, the boutique toys. I just like saying that word boutique. And it's really cool because they have a play area in the background too. So.
One of the things I want to talk about on the DBA is you don't have to be actually on the square to be a member. And I didn't know that. And we became a member when we expanded over to Children's House because it's within the 9-block radius that's considered downtown. And I even asked about that because I wasn't on the square. And then it was like, no, everybody is welcome to become a member of DBA. And so wouldn't have mattered if we had the second location or not. But that's something we want everybody to come and promote Huntsville.
The primary purpose of DBA really is keeping the downtown vital. And you can't do it alone. You can't do it in a silo. You need community to make that happen. And I kind of was not apart for a while as I was getting the haunted jailhouse ready for everything. But now I'm ready to put my project management hat back on and come help out. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me.
You can find out more information online. Just search for Huntsville DBA and become a member of Huntsville DBA. I just had to say that because I'm thinking the word. By the way, you know a little sign language this morning.
I do.
Yeah, our keyword is remember. And Elizabeth, can you sign that for us this morning?
Is this camera?
Yeah, okay. That one right there, yeah.
You take it out of your head and you put it down.
Oh, that's easy.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you forget something, you wipe it out.
Yeah, well, this right here is me like every day. So that's forget, right?
Yeah, well, you kind of sweep it across.
Oh, like this, like a sweeping. With the thumb, kind of a thumb up?
Yep, sweep it across. But no, if you're remembering, you're taking it out of your head and writing it down.
Or remember. So down and write it
here,
down.
I'm going to correct you a little bit. All the way down so it's even.
Okay, so like this?
Yep,
kind
so
of thumbs?
It's up and down.
Oh, I love that. This is great. Perfect. There you go. Remember is the key word this week. We'll talk about that here in just a second. Elizabeth, been a fun morning. So delightful to have you in. Is there anything else that you wanted to bring up? Maybe we missed something. Anything else that you can think of?
Spread love and joy. Be the reason that somebody smiles.
I love that. That's it. We're going to make that on a T-shirt, and we're going to give her the royalties on it. So that's what we're all about here on this platform. We love having guests like Elizabeth in. Again, please go by and visit local businesses such as Cat Cafe, just right down the road here. And the address is
1012 University Avenue.
1012. So, yeah, you're literally one block away from us, just right across the way. So go by and see her, the old Huntsville Walker County Jail. And it's going to be a fun time. You can go down there and enjoy a moment as well. I did want to say one comment here that just came in. Clay over at 0 Degree said that we need another car wash downtown. Well, we got one today. You know, there's some water flowing. Speaking of which,
we could baptize people out there.
That's right. We need to too. So we'll bring the horse trough and fill her up, and we'll be good to go. So Elizabeth, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me here.
We'll step aside. We'll take a break. Got your weather forecast, and we got some exciting news in your weather forecast. When we come back, as we wrap it up, we'll also draw our winner. Stay with us. More to come here, and want to remind you to remember to text in your name alongside the word remember on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. More to come. It's your show, as always, Huntsville. Good morning, Huntsville.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kaye Boehning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and Orby, and even offer Valami hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why, at the Color Bar Hair Salon, you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon.
will never be on this show again because, well, they're picking on her. She's angry. Said, Rob, don't ever do that again. You can get access to that chatter behind the scenes. It's our all-new behind the scenes. Hello,
you need
Huntsville.
to do that someday, just to
Behind the scenes, Hello Huntsville cam. You can pay for that. It's only $50 a month, and you'll be learning about the nitty-gritty happening here in our community behind the scenes. So a lot of good stuff. Just kidding. We just have fun is all we do.
We do have fun.
Speaking of which, because Rick is here, 8:05 means it's time to go to work. If you were supposed to be at work at 8 o'clock, you are fired. Yes. Congratulations. If you were supposed to be at work at 8 o'clock, you are done. You are now unemployed.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get fired for being 5 minutes late.
Hey, man, when I had my IT company, the rule was you're 5 minutes early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're 5 minutes late, you're fired. Wow. And I never upheld that because I was a nice guy.
That's kind of what I figured.
I always gave a hard time to my cousin, though, because, I mean, literally, there was a time where we were open from 10 to 7. He'd come in at, like, noon with his hair all messed up. I was like, dude, we open at 10 a.m. And then we move the hours back and then still come in an hour late. And then my favorite one time, we had such great employees. I just wanted to say this. The best one was I get a call from a guy. He was, had a roommate. He said, man, I can't. It's going to be another hour before I get in. I was like, why? What's going on? He goes, I didn't get my clothes in the laundry before my roommate.
Okay. Well,
there you go. They walk among us.
And
that was
they
before
reproduce.
the current employee kind of crisis
Yes.
since COVID.
Yes, this was pre-COVID. This was years ago. That is going to be the phrase. We're going to start coming up with a new segment here on Good Morning Huntsville called They Walk Among Us. They're in this studio right now. They're talking to you right now. As you hear this, you hear they of who with whicheth walk among us.
Yeah,
that didn't go over very well.
Were you 5 minutes late?
We are 5 minutes late. Hey, got a message coming in here this morning. The Walker, and appreciate Bill Doggett sending this to us. The Walker County Emergency Management Department app now available. It's still being developed, but there are some things already in place. Bill had sent this to me and said, can you please share this and help us get the word out? You can scan the QR code with your camera. And I know if you're on your phone, obviously this doesn't help. But, Rick, do you mind holding it up? That camera's going to be on you here. Do you mind holding that up in front of the camera so you can scan in that QR code there? And if you can't get to it, we're going to post that, by the way, up on our website here on HelloHuntsvilleTX.com as well as the Facebook page. But we appreciate that, Bill. Again, awesome announcement there. And you can search for it, too. If you go to the Google Play Store or the iOS Store, just search for Walker County OEM TX. I'm actually downloading it right now. And this is a way to stay up to date with everything that's going on emergency-wise here from the OEM department. They do a great job. You followed their Facebook page? Those guys keep on top of everything. I mean, they do such a great job. And so appreciate the folks that have put this together. And I'm going to go ahead and get this bad boy going. There it is. I mean, they've got the fire, power. Look at this. Road closures, power outages, river gauges, local weather. This is really cool. I mean, this has everything on here. Check that out.
I'm going to download it as soon as we get done here.
Report storm damage. So everything is on there. Don't report. The city knows. That's a city problem out there. Don't report.
They're working on it right this second.
Yeah, they're out there hustling, man. So, well, hey, I did want to mention we got some exciting weather news for you. I mean, how often do you get excited about the weather? Well, we do here in Huntsville this morning, a little bit cooler again. Friends, today, a 50% chance of thunderstorms, mainly after 10 a.m., otherwise partly sunny, a high of only 90 degrees today.
Oh, my gosh.
Can you believe it? Wave. It's northeast wind. We got a little northern blowing in. Come on with it now. A little northern. 5 to 10 mile an hour becoming northwest here in the morning. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch. Tonight, rain continues. A 40% chance of that wet stuff falling from the sky, mainly after 1 a.m. What about Thursday, Rick?
What is going to happen Thursday?
Thursday, showers and thunderstorms likely. The chances increase to 60% on Thursday. That happening. Thursday night, Rick. What's happening Thursday night?
What is happening Thursday night, Rob?
Rain chances continue. A 50% chance of rain. Well, Rick, I got some news for you. Guess what happens on Friday, though?
It gets high again?
No, it does not. A 60% chance of rain on Friday.
Hallelujah!
Partly sunny, a high of only 88 degrees.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you believe it?
We're going to have our 2 days of fall.
Boy, we have rain in the forecast as we slide all the way through Sunday.
Great.
Thank you, Jesus, for that.
I agree.
There we go. And check this out. Sunday night, mostly clear, and a low of 68 degrees. Wow.
God, it's a new ice age.
But then Tuesday, back up to 95. Well. Enjoy it this week, though, friends. We're so excited about that. And make sure you go download that OEM app as well. And we do have our winner today for this giveaway happening on Saturday, courtesy of Cat Cafe. I've also got a little goodie bag for you. And we randomly pick this from the randomizer. And you got to answer the phone to win. This is when it always gets really exciting for people, by the way. You ever get excited? Rick, you won, but you didn't win. I ended up giving those tickets away.
I know who you gave them to, too.
But you did get some food out of the deal.
Yeah, I've got the little thing right here.
So here we go.
Hello.
Good morning. This is the Walker County OEM, what was the app? We're calling to see if you've downloaded the app.
Yeah, right, Rick.
Somebody knows who I am.
Boy, that's a smart app if it calls you.
Well, when you paused, I'm like, oh, right, that's Rick.
Oh, man. Boy, this is taking smart to a whole nother level, man. This sounds like Randy Thompson. Randy, what's up, man?
How you doing, Rob? Your voice sounds good. Y'all great show this morning.
Well, we appreciate it, man. Well, this is Randy Thompson, our winner today, calling on his own phone line, by the way, the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine phone line. We appreciate you sponsoring that, and your name popped up today as the winner. You were number 20 who texted in, and so there you go, man. You have won a really awesome pass on Saturday to Cat Cafe starting Saturday evening. Are you going to be in town Saturday evening, Rick?
That's
Randolph? Randy?
Yes, I'm in town. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we've got this for you, courtesy of Elizabeth. It's going to be a fun night. You can enjoy some food from Tamale Gringos and then hang out for a while. So I'm going to make sure to get that over to you as well. And I've got a little goodie bag for you. So congratulations on that, my friend.
Awesome. If I could just plug in here, I really do wanted to give a thanks to Liz. She had helped me out when I first started the Granny Mary's food trailer and gave me some pointers. So she's an awesome lady, and we appreciate all she does here in the community.
She's here in the audience, and Randolph wanted to give you a shout out and say thank you for helping him when he first got started, and that you're a great asset to the community.
And I want to thank Randy because he's donating to Lasso also.
Man, awesome, Randy. We'll keep on trucking, my friend. So good stuff. We'll get that over to you. And, man, thanks for texting in on that Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. It's a good number to text and call.
I do that, Rob.
All right, brother. Have a blessed day. There he is, Randolph Thompson, the winner. Little winner chicken dinner, but it's not winner chicken dinner. It's winner tamale gringo.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Tamale gringo.
Yeah.
So there it is. Fun show today.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. You would not believe in the past week things that have been happening with Lasso. We have gotten all kinds of donations coming in.
But we need more.
And that's what we wanted to talk about here on the back end.
We've got a hunt donated. We've got a fishing.
From Kyle Cassell, right?
Mm-hmm. We've got a fishing trip donated. We've got Elizabeth's haunted tour of the prison. Justin has donated coloring for a year. There's all kinds of restaurants that have donated meals and gift certificates, car wash package. There's just Bricks and Heroes has donated. There are people just.
You know what we should donate?
American Legion is coming in full force and donating a bunch of things. Stacy Lawler and Billy Papena are doing our cooking, and I've had several people, ask, okay, it was a barbecue dinner, who's doing it? And when I mentioned Stacy and Billy, everybody's eyes lights up and go, we got to be there. So
Whenever you say Papania, I always like to say it differently, even though that's not it. I always like to say Papania. It's like, hey, Papania. He's like, well, that's not even how you say my last name. But I just thought of this. Would you be open to this? You're going to have to because we're doing it live now. On Wednesday, why don't we give away a Good Morning Huntsville hometown spotlight to a business that comes to Lasso, and we'll give this away, and we will do a special Wednesday hometown spotlight on location show along with somebody. Were you guys up for that? And we'll do it with you guys.
That would be wonderful.
So we're gonna donate that, and that's a pretty good value. And so we're gonna donate that, and we'll figure out some other things to toss in with that. But we're gonna do that for Hello Huntsville. We're gonna toss in a special hometown spotlight, no charge. We'll come out to your business. And we'll do one of our morning shows on location.
So is that like a silent auction item that they can bid on?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good silent auction item.
Okay.
So we'll come out to your business, and it'll be really fun. And we get to do this once in a while. We've went out to the university, to University Bookstore. We've had a hometown spotlight over to Color Bar, and we try to do these once a quarter or so. It's something new that we're doing, and we're going to try to move in more towards once a month. But yeah, we'll donate that. So
that's wonderful.
I personally am putting together a snipe hunt.
Oh, nice. Okay. I can't wait to be there. Not for that one, Rick. All right, well, there it is. We'll wrap it up with that.
That is not the hunt that's been donated.
Yeah, that is not the one that's been donated.
That's a real hunt.
Well, friends, we got more excitement happening this week. We'll be back on tomorrow. I believe Birdie's going to be rejoining us from the Color Bar tomorrow, so we're excited to have her back on the show. And then on Friday, Tara Burnett will be with us, and Tara Burnett with Hearts Veterans Museum. And we're going to put together a special Veterans Day, not day because that's already happened, but a special Veterans package as well. And you'll be able to text to win that coming up soon. It won't be on Friday, but we are working on that. I'm going to get with Tara. So been a fun one today. And you know what? I'm going to go home and relax today. Just been a little under the weather. And thank goodness for DayQuil because it reverses what NyQuil does to you.
It's like night and day.
Man, yeah, there you go. It's like night and day. Also, by the way, breaking news here. Didn't want to let the cat out of the bag too early. There's a pun there. But this doesn't relate to Elizabeth or Cat Cafe. Tomorrow's Promise starting a new taxi service. And it's called We'll Pick You Up Tomorrow. We promise.
That's right.
Just kidding. That's an old Rick joke. It's an old Rick joke and I.
I'm going to start it right now.
Man. Well, friends, thanks for joining us. Kyle, appreciate you. Bill Doggett, Clay, so many others this morning as well. We certainly do appreciate it. Taylor Fulbright was chiming in, Jay Elms over at Century Security, and many, many other friends. We appreciate that. I like what Santa George was saying, too. He says, Rob, you're wearing your normal dress shirt instead of the Huntsville T-shirts you wore the last few days. Is that the Easter egg we were looking for? No, it is not. There is an Easter egg. Do y'all know what it is?
I don't, but I've been looking.
There's only 2 people that know what it is outside of me, and it's on a Monday, and it's the ladies from Walker County Federal Credit Union know what it is. But there is an Easter egg on this show that happens every single day that nobody has figured out yet. It is something that it's not like terribly wrong, but it's wrong, and we are not going to fix it at all until somebody figures out what it is. When you figure out what it is, I'm giving away a Benjamin Franklin to whoever does, $100 bill to whoever figures out what the show is. Go back and watch it over and over. It's almost, I'll give you a hint, it's kind of like Where's Waldo in a way.
Yep.
But it's not a little man hiding around.
It's not?
It's not a man hiding around. It's not Sam Houston.
That was my guess.
It's not Sam Houston, although we got him fixed. We were joking around yesterday. Look at him, man. He's kind of – Rick, hold this up here real quick for us. Now flip him to the side. Look at that little swag he's got. Look at him leaning.
Yeah, he's kind of leaning
Got that old leaning back, man. That's whenever, back in the day they didn't have good rulers to measure your walking cane. There was a young – oh, man. Hold on, Rick. Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Oh, my.
Very quick, Rick. Hold on. Before we go.
What?
Here, hold this camera out here. Let's go to the remote cam and take a look at what's going on outside.
Oh, it's a rainstorm.
Wait. Oh, did it stop already?
No, it's out there.
No, they're fixing the main.
Hey, Rick, do you mind taking your headset off real quick and actually showing us a live shot of what's happening out here? Look, this is the importance of this new cam. Check this out. So here's what's getting fixed this morning. So the guys are out there. This is cool, that's why I like them. They're out there working hard, so give our city guys credit. They are just working their tail off trying to get this fixed this morning. Rick's kind of nervous. He doesn't want to get in trouble. So, wait, hold on. Yeah, there comes, see, they're working on it. So credit to our guys at the city who are working very, very hard to get this taken care of. That was fun, Rick. See, that's why we have the new walking cam. We just need
The new walking cam?
The new walking cam. So that'll wrap it up. Thanks for being a part of it today, friends. As always, we appreciate you. Make sure to join us again tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., as we will have the Color Bar and our friend Bertie joining us. A lot more as we continue to uplift our community. Do you have any Wednesday wisdom before we go? I know I just threw it at you, Kaye. I'm sorry.
When a child is economically disadvantaged, they're starting school off with a 3 million word deficit. And so, getting the books in the hands of the children helps bridge that deficit. They hear 3 million more words than they would have heard. But that's the difference between an economically disadvantaged child and, say, a middle-class child is 3 million words that they're going to kindergarten with.
And how do you bridge that gap? You get involved with events like Lasso Your Imagination that help to raise funds to put those books in the hands of children. Where can folks find out more information about Lasso Your Imagination? Still plenty of tables available as well. How can folks still get involved?
LassoYourImagination.com.
There you go. LassoYourImagination.com.
Or
Friends,
they can call me.
What's your number, Kaye? Let's put that up there. Can we do that?
Yeah.
What is that?
936
Okay.
438
All right.
1624.
1624. There you go. 936-438 1624. And that is the number to call. You can call Kaye or you can go to LassoYourImagination.com. Still plenty of tables remaining, but they're selling out fast. So make sure you get a table. Make sure that you come out to the event. Again,
Yeah, to get a table, you have to talk to me. They're not on the website, I don't think.
You got to talk to head boss over here. If you talk to Rick.
Yeah, you want what?
No way. Not going to work. Call Kaye. So, hey, for Huntsville, we love you. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back at it again tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., as we continue to lift up our community. Until then, I'm reminding you, as I always do, that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, friends. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you back at it bright and early tomorrow.
Good morning.